Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 57. We'll see Jimmy Garoppolo of the San Francisco 49ers taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
And the talk is over. We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this begin at the 25. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Allen now on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. From Beasley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but a third down. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. For his running back, and he's got him complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it down here. Terry, they'll run for it. And he'll get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said get this one, especially at this point of the game. He had feeling and carry.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Allen, off play fake. He's got a quick place to Diggs. They have to move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? I often talk about whether they take a good first stepper. Sometimes you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out of the pocket. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Singletary. And a pickup of about down at the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball around, or you can throw the ball. Now, usually, you have the defense kind of deals.
2 yards again there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's got it. And they're going to mark him out short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this is right through. The Bills' opening drive yields 3. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Return here for Davis. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And they'll run. This is Trace. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
serve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's a blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for the 4, 2nd and 6.
At the end of all the hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, yeah, be into a bigger run, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3-0 after on EA Sports. Defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Janowski to punt this one away. Great job here. This is going to turn it to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Quick to be caught. And he's getting down, but not before reaching the 20.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. On play action, Allen. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Down here's a run. Gets this to 24 for a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down. They were behind the sticks, so to speak. They make up, and they did.
Oh, leaping takes the grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll 1st and with single. And they'll work this for about 3 at 2nd down.
I know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get to tee off on their quarterback to throw time. You don't have to be alert for the and plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Run out single. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here for first punt. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the ball. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense is eating.
Garoppolo's throw taken by Samuel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the quick handoff, it's used. Oh, and so filthy joke. He's got some space now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They give the Sermon out of the gun. Sermon with space, a first down, and then some. And he'll finally be taken at the 18. 53 yards rushing for now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first, as you said, in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Garoppolo on first down. Touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make 7-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return zone. And only cannot get out to the line is dropped at the 23. Offense back out ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. They control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to win the ball again.
This gain of 7 as he gets to the 30-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Second down and 3. To throw, it's Allen. High throw, but the catch is made. And they get him down, not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
He's going to look deep down the field. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive players out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with good start and 3 timeouts. Scoring. Very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? The big set the tone physically.
He's going to get to it down to the edge of the red zone.
That's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing and everything. This time he waits for his man to come open. And first down.
Get it in, send the 10 to the 9. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. From a yard or two deep. He'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, making it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job. They know lifting that tree. One more solid head of football, and they can do exactly that.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. Now they're going to get right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. It was 3. And deep into territory. A big third down play there for the Niners. The thing that hurt that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle.
And stopped the shy of the goal line at the 3. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Eagles will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And the deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that down a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. That'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now this throw left side, and they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when you work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll find Higgs once more on the cushion, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body, keep the defender away from the football, and give the quarterback a really.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. Sometimes you don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go with the first down. That's exactly what they did. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inch. They'll try this with Singletary, and he'll take it in the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, fine work there on the 10-yard run, and the Bills have cut to within a score. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the time for 2 successful. coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here goes. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with Sherman to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Sherman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they work this right field across the 45.
How many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the match trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. Why they do it for situations.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, another shot for Smith. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be defensive. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Could just sit on it here. Could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
Defensively, a backbreaker. They'll get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be trapped inside his own 5. A very curious decision to bring that one out. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Linger in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And they work this out past the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team too.
And his throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This is a draw. Gives to Singletary. And room to run. He's up past the 35-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50% of 6 to this point. They're up in the 3rd-1 situation. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge 3rd down conversion. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got the hook up and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep.
They run. He is in the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jeff Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this away. From a couple yards deep, he'll the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead tight. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect outside. There they go, but not before he makes it across the 40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This will be caught at Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their fifth drive. He'll be hit down at the 33.
involved in that situation, but every now and then that pops big, and this is happening.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective.
And he can't get to it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up forward.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowl. But only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in the game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one, everyone behaves nicely. This list lays out for him.
There's a chance for him to end the game. An incompletion, it's probably over. How big was that one, though, to keep this game going?
That's the conversion of the game right now, no doubt. Garoppolo to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbound.
Now Garoppolo going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Looking at 3rd and 10. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 was brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Garoppolo. This is fun. And he couldn't quite get there. Down at the 1. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. Hey, he's back around the 3-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use the timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. One final try now for Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come back on. If he does that, this overhead gives him there with another chance.
And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.